from?
My name's Griffin.
Yes.
This is my friend Brian.
I'm Brian. I'm from Westchester.
Westchester?
Yeah.
And you're
Upper West Side, Manhattan.
Okay, now I had this guy tell me that if I wanted to meet women, this is the wrong place to do it. Go to the Upper West Side. What is your thoughts on that?
I would say
He said 72nd and the entrance to the park.
I would say do not go there and go downtown. Go to this area, Washington Square Park. You'll meet and see a lot of good-looking girls.
Yeah.
Definitely. Most
So not the Upper West Side.
Upper West Side, you won't find that many.
No?
Very family-friendly community.
Yeah. What about you? Unless you're trying to ruin somebody's marriage, right?
Exactly.
What's your advice on that?
I mean, I'm not too familiar, honestly, with the city. Like, I obviously go to college here, but I mean, I think honestly, in any place you can find anyone you're looking for if you meet the right woman.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, now let me ask you this. If you asked a woman out and she said no, do you try again? Or you give up?
I mean, it depends if you get friend zoned. Am I right?
Exactly.
Like, if you're in the friend zone, you can try and get out of it, but
What about if it's just like somebody in the dorms or something?
some in the dorms.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't really talked to her that much, I would say no.
No?
To be honest, but if you become friendly with anyone, I feel like if they learn more about you and they're interested in you,
So you believe a woman can be convinced?
can make a what?
Can be convinced.
Yeah.
Yes? You?
Most definitely, a woman can be convinced.
Yeah.
You just have to show them that you're a good person. You're willing to put in the effort to make them happy, and that's all. It's just what it's about.
All right, now what about the way you dress? Do you find that there's a difference between your results when you dress better versus when you
Most
dress worse?
definitely, but it all depends on the situation. If you're going out, you gotta make sure you're looking good.
Yeah.
However, if you're just in the park, you gotta have the right fit.
Yeah.
You gotta have the right t-shirt, make sure it's not too oversized, but a little bit oversized.
Yeah.
If it's hot out, you want the shorts not too low, a little higher. You gotta get the fire kicks, bro.
Right.
And you're in.
Your own experience?
No, I agree. Like, dress good, feel good. That's the motto. I have sweatpants on. I feel like shit, you know.
Yeah.
Put khakis on, jeans on, put a nice shirt. Dress good, feel good. You're confident. It's all about confidence. That's what it's all about. So,
Okay, now, so what kind of woman are you looking for?
what kind of woman? I mean, 20-year-olds, brunette, nice personality. I'm all about a nice personality. I got to be able to have a great conversation with you, and it's all about that vibes. We got to bond together, and
What about snobs?
say it again.
Snobs.
No, I'm not into snobs. I
No
mean,
snobs?
nah. It gotta be a nice girl, for me at least.
Well, obviously, if you're dating women, you're giving them a lot more affection and care and making them feel good about themselves. But if it's a one-night stand, low-key, you're just fucking them and whatever. What happens, happens. Say, it was nice, we had a good time together, and it's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
But it's all respectful, Mutual.
No, compliments. A lot of people are out there saying that you shouldn't compliment a woman. Where do you stand on that?
That is ridiculous.
Disagree.
There are definitely situations where you should be complimenting a girl, but in those situations where the situation feels right, you should compliment their eyes, because eyes are the most beautiful feature of a girl. And yeah, if they have a feature that stands out and you feel like expressing it to them, just do it. Whatever feels right in the moment.
What about if they got really nice abs?
Definitely. If a girl has better abs than me, especially, I'm definitely gonna tell them that they have better abdomen than I do.
So that's not sexual harassment?
Telling them they have good abs?
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on the situation. If it's a random girl, I'm not gonna tell
Yeah,
them.
like somebody here.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No?
Personally, I would not do that.
Yeah.
Sober, I would not do that.
Compliments?
Compliments, personally, I feel like honestly too many guys compliment girls. I really think you have. I'm not saying be a dick or be like a douche or anything like that, but if you give out too many compliments, it gets to a point where it's like, all right, like enough. Like I feel like you have to stick out where you don't give a girl compliments and then she wants compliments from you. That's my personal opinion on it, at least.
Now, you come to this park often?
A decent amount.
All right, now there's a lot of guys who come here specifically to meet women. That's all they do.
Yeah.
Some people say this ain't the place to do it. I've had women tell me go to a function, or I've had a guy tell me go to church. Don't come here to meet women. Other people say you gotta come here to meet women. Where do you stand on that?
Well, honestly, where I stand, I say neither. Like, I feel like meeting a girl naturally is the best way to meet her. Because, say for example, you meet a girl at the gym, and you guys, without you trying to like harass her constantly. You guys just meet like and connect.
Yeah.
I think personally you form a better connection like that
Right.
rather than trying to seek out a woman and just randomly trying to start a connection with her.
Right.
Like I think a natural connection is so much better than that.
Yeah.
Opinion: don't hit on a girl in the park unless you like it feels right. But don't do that. It's not gonna work out for you. If you're just a random head, I understand from a girl's perspective, especially not to engage with any guy who's just hitting on you randomly in the park. I feel like if it's within your school, within mutual friends, those are the situations where you should hit on a girl. Definitely not randomly though.
They're gonna be more defensive in this kind of situation.
No, definitely, most definitely. If I'm here on 420 just hitting on a random girl, it's probably gonna make them feel uncomfortable. Because I completely understand that.
So there's a time and place to do
There is
stuff like that.
100% a time and place for those two things.
All right, now, do you usually meet women through people you already know or independently? Because there's a lot of women out there who say, I only go through people I know. Where do you stand on that?
I think every person I've ever been with or dated, I've met through a mutual connection or a mutual opportunity. So those are, I've never, like obviously there's been situations where I've been out and I've been, whatever, I've had a one night stand, whatever, but besides that, I've been with a girl, like more than that, in a situation where it's more connected and you're more comfortable and you understand where they're from and just that.
Mutuals?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think it's a kind of like a mutual situation because if someone introduces you to one of their friends, then you kind of have more of a connection based off that rather than if you just meet them independently. You kind of have to spur up conversation really from like nothing rather than if you, for example, if he introduces me to one of his girlfriends, I have a connection, like I'm friends with him, so we could kind of like engage and talk about that and bond through that.
Now, despite what you've said, there's still people who are out there meeting random women. But a lot of them, they don't know what kind of signals to look for. And there are a lot of signals that you should be looking for, like body language and stuff like that. What kind of signals should a guy be looking for before he even approaches a woman in public places like this?
Well, I mean, I don't think necessarily you need signals to approach a woman. If you really want to approach a woman, go ahead and approach her. But I think the important signals are to realize if she feels uncomfortable or if she wants to get out of the situation. For example, if she's backing away, then she clearly is not interested and may feel uncomfortable in like an endangered situation. And then in that case, you really shouldn't be engaging with her because you're making her uncomfortable.
Well, first I'm looking to see if they're just the situation itself, to see if it's the right situation, but also make sure they're not drunk, high, etc. enough to the point where it would be disrespectful of me to engage at all in the first place, because I only want to be really talking if they're themselves and not fucked up, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna just like engage with a random girl who's completely fucked up and take advantage of it. That's completely ridiculous. Anyone who does that's a fucking dickhead. But for me, yeah, if the girl seems like she's in the moment and willing to have a conversation, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how it goes from there, you know? And that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, now, online dating, where do you stand on that?
I've never been on an app or anything. No Tinder, no anything, ever.
Yeah. What turns you off about it?
It's just, dating apps I think are just kind of stupid. Like, you never know what you're really gonna get, and I think a person should be confident enough in general to be able to talk to a girl they think is attractive in the moment, and if in the right situation. Like, obviously the right situation, make sure that it's the right situation, but if there's someone you feel like you want to talk to, just go for it, and if it feels like the right thing, just do it.
Online dating?
I disagree. I think online dating is the new wave. Look at us. We're in 2020. I feel like he's going from the point of view where, because you learn things from your parents. Obviously, when our parents were kids, they didn't have these dating apps. Now that we have these dating apps, you can really talk to and connect with anyone throughout the country. I feel like these dating apps really allow us to kind of like, you know, kind of spread where we want to like interact with people, and I don't know, I feel like it doesn't limit us to just talking to people in person. For example, like if we think someone's really attractive online, you know, slide in their DMs. I'm completely for that. So that's why I think dating apps are, the new wave. Obviously not strictly dating apps. It's obviously good to talk to females in person because, you can't just talk to girls like through text and like on the phone. But no, I think dating apps are definitely the new wave.
All right, now, bad boys. Do you think women are attracted to bad boys? Men who treat them badly?
Personally, based on experience, I'm a good guy, great guy. I feel like girls do like bad guys. I don't understand why. I'm a good guy. Ladies, I'm open, but personally, I think ladies do like good guys, and I personally don't understand. Or ladies don't like good guys, and I don't understand it. But
No theories.
yeah, no theories.
In my
got any
opinion, it all depends on the situation, but for myself, I don't know. I
Or
feel
just like women that you know.
for women I know women who like guys who are bad and like kind of misbehaving, not being the best person, but I also like women who like girls who are whatever. Now, I know girls who like guys who are respectful and genuine and are willing to try and put the effort in to build a beautiful relationship, and I feel like that most of the girls I know are like that. They want what's best for them, they know what's best for them, and it's just as simple as that. Girls know what they want. It's just that opinion's ridiculous if you don't think it.
Do you think like a person can set their standards too high? Because like if you do set your standards too high and you only are after really attractive women, you're gonna be very lonely, right?
I don't believe in standards. I feel like if you're a good, genuine person, looks do not matter whatsoever. If you have good conversation, if you have good humor, if you have everything a girl truly wants, then that's kind of all that matters. Like, if you're a good person and you are both looking for the same thing, that's really all that matters. And I believe the end goal for all people is finding love. And if you find that with another person doing that, then that's just the way it is,
Standards?
No, I agree. I think love works in mysterious ways. I think personally the number one factor in order to achieve that with someone who's way outside your league, comedy definitely. Girls love comedy. But no, I completely agree with them. I don't think standards really matter. Like someone who, like a guy who's like a 1 could be pulling a 10. Like I personally don't think it matters at all.
The track. I've met this one woman, and she told me she played volleyball for the team, for the school team. And I asked her what kind of men she liked. She said, athletes like myself. So do you think opposites can attract? If let's say a dude, he's not into sports, he's not into working out,
Yeah.
can he potentially last with this woman?
I think 100%. I think opposites work in kind of like a paradox way where their positives are the other person's negatives, so they kind of make each other better people. That's my personal opinion on it.
Yeah, I've personally been with girls who, I'm an athlete, and I've been with a lot of girls actually, not a lot, but a good amount, who don't really find athletics and sports interesting, and I completely understand that, but I've connected with them in different ways. And if you can do that, that's really all that kind of matters. Like Finn, Griffin, Reische, Griffin Reich, at Griffin Reich.
All right, at BrianWeir10 on Instagram. Brian Weir 10.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Shout out to the Knicks, baby, this season.
Shout out to
5th
Phil,
place right
Brian,
now.
Anthony. We're in Washington Square Park.
Shout out to the Knicks, baby. We're making the playoffs this year. Here we go.